Fairy tale. The Little Bull, Black-Side, White Hooves. Once upon a time, there was a husband and wife, and they had a daughter, the little girl Nirochka.
Hey!
One day, some girlfriends came over and asked, "Let the little girl Nirochka go to the forest with us to pick mushrooms and berries." The mother and father say, "Go ahead. Just don't lose her in the woods. She's a little girl, she'll get lost, and won't find her way home alone." "We won't lose her." So the friends went to the forest. They began picking mushrooms and berries in the forest, and wandered off in different directions. They wandered off and lost the little girl Nirochka. She was left all alone in the forest and began crying. At this time, Baba Yaga, the bony-legged, was passing by. She saw the little girl Nirochka, grabbed her, and dragged her to her hut on chicken legs. She brings her to her hut and says,
"You'll work for me now. Heat the stove, chop wood, carry water, spin yarn, sweep the hut."
The little girl Nirochka began to live with Baba Yaga. From morning till night, Baba Yaga made her work, starved her, and constantly scolded her. One day, Baba Yaga left the hut, and the little girl Nirochka was sitting at the window, spinning yarn and crying bitterly. Some sheep were running by.
"Bah, bah, why are you crying so bitterly, little girl?"
"How can I not cry, little sheep? Baba Yaga won't let me return home. She starves me, constantly scolds me, and makes me work all day." A ram says, "Sit on my back. I'll take you home." The little girl Nirochka sat on the ram. He ran and the sheep followed. Baba Yaga returned to the hut and realized the little girl Nirochka was gone. She got in her mortar and began to chase them, wielding her pestle, sweeping away her tracks with a broom. She caught up with the ram, seized the little girl Nirochka, and dragged her back to her hut on chicken legs. Again she made her work from morning till night, and again she began scolding her. One day the little girl Nirochka was sitting on the porch, spinning yarn and crying. Some goats were running by.
"Meh, meh, meh. Why are you crying, little girl?"
"How can I not cry, little goats? Baba Yaga won't let me go home and constantly scolds me." A goat says,
"Sit on my back. I'll take you away from Baba Yaga."
The little girl Nirochka sat on the goat, and he ran. But not very fast, so Baba Yaga caught up with him, grabbed the little girl Nirochka, and dragged her back to the hut again. Kids, do you remember how the little girl Nirochka ended up in the forest in the first place? Did she run away from home herself, go mushroom and berry picking with friends, or did Baba Yaga kidnap her? Good for you! You're excellent listeners! That's right, the little girl Nirochka went to the forest with her friends to pick mushrooms and berries.
Uh-oh.
When Baba Yaga left once again, the little girl Nirochka went out on the porch and sat down on the stairs grieving. A herd of cows and calves is passing by. And the last one is the little bull, Black-Side, White Hooves. He asks the little girl Nirochka, "Moo, moo, why are you grieving?" How can I not grieve, little bull, black-side, white hooves? Baba Yaga took me to her hut and won't let me go home. She scolds and scolds me and makes me work without rest. Sit on my back. I'll take you home. Get real, little bull, black-side. A ram tried to take me away, couldn't do it. A goat tried to take me away, couldn't do it. And you've got no chance. You can't run fast. The ram didn't take you away. The goat didn't take you away. But I will. Just hold on tight to my horns. So the little girl Nirochka sat on the little bull and grabbed his horns. The little bull, black-side, white hooves, shook his head, waved his tail, and began running. Baba Yaga comes back home. She looks and sees the little girl Nirochka is gone again. Baba Yaga gets in her mortar, waves her pestle, and shouts,
I'll catch up with you. I'll grab you. I'll drag you back. I'll never let you go.
She flew up to them and was ready to grab the girl. But the little bull black-side quickly ran to a dirty swamp. Just as Baba Yaga flew up and jumped out of her mortar, the little bull began kicking the swamp with his hind legs. He splattered Baba Yaga with mud from head to toe, got it all over her eyes. While Baba Yaga was wiping her eyes and cleaning her brows, the little bull black-side ran to the village. He knocked with his horns on the window and shouted, Moo! Moo! Come out, quick! I brought your little girl Nirochka from Baba Yaga. The father and mother came out, started hugging and kissing their daughter, started thanking the little bull. Thank you, little bull black-side, white hooves, sharp horns. So, you see, kids, you can always find a way out of even the most difficult situations in life if you have good friends who will come to the rescue. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like, and don't forget to share our fairy tales with your friends.